Okay, now let us talk about this article, and it is coming from one of the credible sources, and the article is by a Joshua Zitzer, and the date is May 21st, 2022, right? No, we don't want you to say we're spreading fake news, or YouTube to say I'm out here spreading medical misinformation. They still have not sent in a definition as to what is medical misinformation. They have still not proven it, right? But sooner, very soon, they will have to prove it in a court of law. What is medical misinformation? No, they don't like it when I talk about DNA, when I tell people to connect the dots, right? Because the last video that they took down for me was about a movie telling you that they've got the technology that they can put things in your body to change your form, and somehow that becomes medical misinformation for YouTube, even though the movie that I review had no words to trigger the algorithm. So someone was busy sitting, watching, and going through my videos and just basically striking them down, because they don't want people waking up to the technology that they have and what is possible, right? Because these fallen angels have given man crazy technology, right? And most of it have to do with DNA, mixing and mingling of the seed, and it will blow your minds, the things that they can do. Now today it is all about a hamster. Tomorrow it will be about you. Let's get into this article. Scientists really surprised after gene editing experiment unexpectedly turn hamsters into hyper-aggressive bullies, right? Now these scientists are acting brand new, that they tamper with the genetic material of this hamster, right? And the result that they get, they are surprised. They are acting brand new. You can't tamper with the Most High Creator's creation and not expect to be surprised, right? It is not supposed to be tampered with. And these are the things that they were doing in the days of Noah, and even during Babylon and ancient Egypt. Nothing new under the sun. Let's continue with this article. Even though it is relating to a hamster, connect the dots and ask questions. A team of neuroscience researchers was left really surprised after a gene editing experiment unexpectedly created hyper-aggressive hamsters, according to a statement by Georgia State University. The Georgia State University published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Science set out to find more about the biology behind social behavior of mammals. The scientists used Syrian hamsters and CRISPR-Cas9, a revolutionary technology that makes it possible to turn on or off genes in cells. Now you need to ask you need to use critical thinking. You need to connect the dots. Can this technology be used in man? Can they turn on and off genes in man? Right? Because this is what they're doing to the hamster. Can it be done to humans? Right? Turn them on to make them aggressive and then turn them off. Let us continue. The technology knocked out a receptor of vasopressin, a hormone associated with enhanced aggression. The scientists anticipated that doing so would dramatically alter the social behavior of the Syrian hamsters, making them more peaceful. It did change their behavior, but not how they had expected. We were really surprised at the result, said the study's lead author, Professor H. Elliot Albers, in the university statement. We anticipated that if we eliminated vasopressin activity, we would reduce both aggression and social communication, Albers continued. But the opposite happened, right? They're acting brand new. You need to understand you cannot tamper with the Most High Creator's creation and don't expect to be surprised. right? No, today it is the hamster, tomorrow it will be man. Understand that this mixing and mingling and tampering is going to happen. It's today is the hamster and tomorrow they will climb. Right? It's been happening since time began. And this is why civilizations over the centuries have been destroyed, from Babylon to Egypt to Greece to Rome. Half the story have never been told. Right? Half of it have never been told. People only see sexual debauchery. They don't realize about the mixing and mingling of the seed. Right? It's not just the falling having sex with the daughters of man. There was a lot going on. Right? And this is just a small piece of the puzzle. Right? Your DNA is very important. Right? Your DNA is what the Most High use. It's not a book of life that he's going to read. It's your DNA. Your DNA tells him how many life cycles you have lived, what you have done, everything. Your DNA records it. Right? Not everyone can activate DNA memory and remember the lives they have lived and the things they have done. Not everyone can do it. Right? But understand your DNA is very important, and it doesn't matter if it's an hamster. Your DNA should not be tampered with. Right? And we have dark days ahead. People, understand that we are not alone, and we were never alone. And humanity is given technology to destroy each other. You see, these fallen ones know when they are released, they won't have enough time to contaminate the seed of man. They won't have enough time to destroy humanity. So therefore, they are going to give these scientists the technology to do so for them. Now, today it's the hamster. Tomorrow it will be you. Understand that these ancient relics, ancient Nephilim that died during the floods, that people find when they are doing buildings or they're plowing the land for farm, and they find these massive bones, and these experts come and they snatch it away. Right? Nothing to see here. Understand, they can take usable DNA from those bones. Right? And that DNA can be purified and it can be used to mix and mingle the seed. So when you're going in to have a child, right, you will end up with a Nephilim child. That is how they intend to destroy humanity and contaminate the seed of man. Today it is the hamster, tomorrow it will be you. Right? It's all about DNA. People, you need to seek the face of the Most High while you can, and understand that every little bit of information is another piece of the puzzle. Nothing new under the sun. And soon and very soon, within the blink of an eye, all of our lives, I should say all of your lives, will be changed. Right? And there is nothing none of you can do, because the things that you should have said, you have not. The things you should have done, you have not. Right? But we can only tell you what is about to happen. We cannot force you. But let it be known that when all of this is over, you can't say you have not been told. We need to pray and say, glory be to the Most High.